recognize and celebrate how God is at work in our lives. And so Chad is going to share with us at Godsighting. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, David. Also say thank you to Jeremy and Henry for letting me come up here and share my Godsighting with the group here. So my Godsighting all revolves around my daughter. A lot of you know her story, Kira, but for those of you that don't, in 2017 she suffered a stroke on her brainstem, and there's a picture of her from a couple weeks ago. We got to go to Discovery Cove. That was her Christmas present, so had a great time with her right before the weather got really cold. But she had some life-saving brain surgeries. It's a miracle that she survived. She was a month in a coma, and then 14 months we lived with her in the hospital as she got better, got sent home right around 2018 Christmas time with nursing and all that, and she had to relearn everything. And today she's wheelchair bound, but she works really hard in PT, OT, and speech. She's working on assisted walking. She needs assistance in a lot of things, from going to the bathroom, getting suction at the end of the night. There's a lot of things that are rough for her, but some amazing things are that she's at Timber Creek right now taking general ed classes. She's a junior. She's got a one-to-one aide that helps her with everything that she needs there. She's on the Special Olympics cheer team. She's doing competitions at the conference center at Disney's Wide World of Sports. Got a great group there. And over the last year to 6 months, she's been attending student ministry here on Wednesday nights. And she even has a friend that comes to help her get around with that, because she doesn't really want her dad pushing her around and doing stuff in front of all the high schoolers here. And as a result, that friend recently was led to Christ. But that's just to tell you what's been going on with her so far. Now, the Godsighting relates to, let's rewind back to around Memorial Day this past year. She was in the hospital for a really bad case of pneumonia. So eating and swallowing and all those things are very tough for her, but we've always wanted to try and help her do that safely. And throughout the beginning of 2025, she had a really rough time with pneumonia symptoms and getting sick, and eventually Memorial Day weekend, she was just really out for the count. We had to spend about a week in the hospital to get that all pumped out of her lungs and everything. And so from that time until October, November, we had to take away food, and that was devastating for her. And a big step back. It felt like a big step back. Additionally, she's got double vision. She's been working through that over the past couple of years. She's had 2 surgeries, and it's gotten better, but not completely. So we went to the gathering last October, and leading up to that, my wife and I were fasting and praying for God to do something. Right? We've seen Him work miracles in her life since everything happened, and He's got perfect timing. And we just thought, God, there's something that we know you can do around this event and lead forward. So we really prayed for her eating and swallowing and for her double vision. And we were blessed to have Jim Light and Dan Keller pray with her afterwards. Really. A lot of love and sorrow mixed in those prayers. It was a really touching time. And then since the gathering, right around that time, she started a new feeding therapy with a new therapist, a whole new group, and they had a different way of doing things. And so we've been working with them since late October, and she's made incredible progress over the last few months. She's got stronger swallowing. She's speaking much more loudly and clearly. Her secretion management is better. She's stronger overall. Her digestive system is improved, where she's able to go to the bathroom a lot easier, which is, we all drink some coffee, and that happens for us. And then what's amazing is this past Monday, so 3 days ago, she actually graduated from that feeding program. And so she can now eat, again, most of her favorite foods. We've got training and equipment and new techniques to help keep her safe. So it's amazing. She gets to eat dinner with us. whether it's at home or whether we go out. We know the kind of foods that are safe for her, that are easy for her. And so, we thank God for her progress over the last 8.5 years, and especially these last couple months. She's still struggling with a lot of different things, but she's got the most amazing attitude that God has just placed in her. So we're super proud of her. We're super thankful to God and what He's done in her life. We know God is going to completely heal her one day, and that's all in His timing. And through her life and her story, we just want to praise God and just point everything back to God, no matter what the day looks like or how it turns out. And so I thank you guys for listening.